Hey Alex, Jeremy here with the video I promised you, showing you how you can beat out your competition on Google. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to improve your rankings and show you how we do it as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is content. Content is king. Google likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the homepage of a site and about 500 to 750 on each back page. Okay, there's two main reasons for this. One, the more content you have that's relevant to your industry, the more Google sees you as an authority and the more ranking they give you because of that. The second reason is the more content you have, the more keywords you can input in there and the more keywords you can get found for. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at your site and kind of see what we're looking at for content. Now, before we do though, the first thing I notice right here is for your three different locations here, you don't have click to call numbers. What click to call is basically if somebody's on mobile or if they have a voice over IP on their computer, they can actually call your number. Okay, this is actually an easy fix. All you have to do is go in and create a link for it. And then for the link, put TEL and colon before the number. And it's as easy as that. Okay, and then that will make all these numbers click to call. So that's actually something you can do yourself. Um, so let's go ahead and take a look at your content here real quick. So I'm seeing a lot of pictures, but not a lot of words. I'm seeing no words. You have like almost no content on this home page. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at is your backlink profile. Okay. So your backlinks, you've got 513 backlinks coming from 166 referring domains. Out of those referring domains, about 58 of them are do follow, which means that's the ones that are passing power to your page. Okay. Your whole site has about 4,500 organic keywords, which is pretty good. That means you probably got a lot of content on your back pages, which is good. Okay. You're getting 528 organic traffic to your site every month, which isn't bad. That's not bad at all, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these do follow domains that are coming in and see them why your power is so low. Okay. See if we can figure that out real quick. So first thing I see, this top one right here is getting no traffic. Google sees that. Any of these that say 0 on them for no traffic, those usually aren't that great. Okay. Now, like this extraordinaryhomedesign.com and anything from Squarespace or Blogspot or anything like that that has a real low rating, those usually aren't good. Okay. Now, if we scroll down a little bit and we look at this one right there, the iglobal.co, that's got a 71 domain rating and it's getting 45,000 traffic. This is probably your best backlink right here. So we would definitely want to keep that one. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your competitors. So I did a Google search for furniture stores Indianapolis, which actually gets about 1,500 searches every month just for this keyword. Okay. So first thing you see usually is ads. In this case, we're not seeing any ads, which is odd actually with that kind of volume. Then you see the Google Map Pack, which we'll talk about here a little bit later. And then you see the organic listings. So the top organic listing, and they're even beating out Yelp, is Kittles.com. So let's go ahead and take a look at them and see what they're doing. Okay, so first thing when we pull them up, they've got a pop-up up, but they're a very well-known store. Okay, so them having a pop-up, it's actually good for them because they've got brand recognition. Okay, if you don't have good brand recognition yet, a pop-up can actually run your customers away. So there's kind of like a fine line on when you should start doing pop-ups or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at their site. It's nice and wide. I do like that. But I'm not seeing any content. There's some content right there, a little bit on the homepage. But in this industry, you're not going to see a lot of content on the homepage because it's more of a store site. Because you're going to be able to go to the store sections and go look at the things that they have. Okay. I don't see, they've got contact us here, but they don't have their phone number just like right there. But they do have book an appointment. So really, it's not their content or their web design that's making them beat you out. So let's go ahead and take a look at their backlink record. See this right here? See all these big numbers right here? This is why they're beating you. Okay. Right now they've got 3,000 backlinks coming from 527 domains, and they're getting ranked for almost 15,000 different keywords. Okay, it doesn't mean they're ranking number one or even on first page. It just means that's how many Google is finding them for. Okay, and that's throughout their whole site. Okay, and they're getting 18,000 traffic every single month. And now this is for the whole site of kiddos.com, which I think is a nationwide company. Okay, so and they've got a URL rating of 37 and domain rating of 29, which is actually pretty low for a nationwide company. So one of the things we like to do is we like to actually go into these backlinks, and instead of going into the backlinks, it's actually easier to go into the referring domains because we can actually see which domains they are. And what we do is we export this entire list, and we find out which ones are the good ones. Like this one right here that's giving them 103 backlinks. That's only got a domain rating of 6, and it's getting only 80 traffic. That's not really a good one. This one's only got a domain rating of 0. However, this one right here with a domain rating of 54 with 875 traffic giving them 43 links, yeah, we definitely want to go after that one. Okay. So that's basically what we do. It's like a copy and paste. This is a big popularity contest. You know, like when you're in school, if the most popular kid talked positively about you to the other kids, you became popular as a result. Well, it's the same thing here. Okay. So the last thing we're going to talk about though is we're going to talk about this map pack. This actually has a ranking factor to it, and there's actually a number of things that go into this ranking. One is the star rating, the number of reviews you have. But beyond that, you have to have your profile filled out completely too. Make sure that you have your name in the business name in there, the address, the phone number. Make sure you have plenty of pictures in each section for the pictures, and make sure your pictures are labeled correctly as well. Speaking of labeling pictures, I'm actually going to pull up something. I don't know if your competitor is doing it or not. It might be hard to do it because they've got all their pictures and links. So it might be hard to see this right now. Let me see if I can't find a picture that's not in a link. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay, here we go. Save link as. So currentpromotions.inc. Is anybody looking for current promotions? Probably not. So let's try another one real quick. Save would be save link as. I don't think that's working. Brands.inc. Yeah, so nobody's looking for those words, and Google reads those words. Okay, so so back to the map pack. You want to do the same thing with the pictures in your map pack. Make sure you're naming your pictures with keywords that you want to be found for. Okay, because Google reads that. And then the last, but probably the most important thing, is to make sure that you're signing up for citations. Now, citations are basically directory listings like Yellow Pages, Super Pages. Those are some of the big ones. YP.com. Signing up for those, and it's basically just name, address, phone number. It's not necessarily a link, at least not a do follow link. You know, you get better quality of those. Same with backlinks. The more quality you have, the better off you'll be. Higher quality, and plenty of them, and you'll be ranking in this map pack in no time. Okay, that's pretty much it for this overview. If you apply these steps correctly, you'll be ranking in no time, getting more customers in your door and more money in your pocket. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me.